I'm going to be showing you today how to set up your course in Canvas so that it will sync with Skyward based on a points-only gradebook as opposed to a weighted percentage gradebook. After the original video, I got a little feedback. Some people were wondering how to make that happen. So I'm going to spend a few minutes today showing you how. If you have any other questions, please feel free to let myself know or your building techs, and we will get it figured out for you. But if you didn't watch the last video, I am going to have it pulled up in a side-by-side full screen here just to maximize the amount of space. Don't let that confuse you. I don't imagine you will have your computer set up like this, and please don't let any of my courses here distract you. They're just for the fun of my kids, and let's go ahead and get started. So in order to set it up, I'm going to start in Skyward. Okay, I need to set things up in Skyward first before I set them up in Canvas because I need to make sure they match exactly. So I'm going to actually do this in my computer science class. I already told them I'd be messing around with the gradebook a little bit, so not to pay attention for a while. When I get there, I am going to go to my categories. Okay, if you already set it up as points, then you won't have to do this step, but I had originally set it up with weighted grades, so I will need to change that score method. Once I am here, I can go up to change the score method and use total points to calculate grades. Save. Now once I've done that, I still have my categories available here. I can still add and edit my categories however I want to. I can select any of these to include. I'm just going to include these three: assignment, daily work, and project for my computer science kids. And then I'm just going to leave this pulled up, okay, because I want to make sure that the way they are listed here in Skyward, I write them down exactly that way, or I type them in exactly that way in Canvas. Otherwise, it will not work correctly. So now back in Canvas, I'm going to go to my computer science course. And I'm going to go to assignments. Over here on my left-hand side, I'm going to go down to assignments, and I'm going to select that. Great. Now you see that mine is automatically set up to have weighted grades. I haven't set it up fully yet, just so we could do this little video and have something to work with. So in order to take that off of weighted grades, I need to go up here in the top right next to Add Assignment to the little triple dot More menu, and I see I have Assignment Groups Weight. It is checked, so I'm going to click on that. It'll pull this up, and you see here that I have a weight final grade based on assignment groups. I'm going to uncheck that and make sure I click on Save. Good. Once I've unchecked that, it is going to assume that all of my groups, assignment groups, are just separating things into similar types of assignments, and it's all based on points. Okay, so now I already see I have daily work. I've set that one up already, and just to make sure, I'm going to look at it, daily space work. Good. Over here in Skyward, it says capital daily space capital work. So that one's set up exactly as it shows in Skyward. Okay, if I want to add another group, I'm going to click on Add Group at the top, and I'll name this one exactly as it's shown in Skyward. So assignment and assignment. Good. Remember, it's not assignments, it's assignment in Skyward. So that's exactly how I need to have it written down or typed in on Canvas. And I'm going to go ahead and add one more group. Group name here is Project. Again, not plural in this case, just Project. You could do the same with any of the categories in Skyward. Just make sure they are typed in exactly as they're shown in Skyward for it to work. Okay, great. Now I have these three set up here. I'm going to go ahead and add an assignment just so we can have some stuff to submit. Test assignment. Number 1, due date. It has to have a due date in order to be able to put it in. Just make it Friday. And we'll make it worth 20 points. Why not? And of course, I need to make sure that it is checked to sync to Skyward, and if it's not, it will not go to Skyward. This is automatically checked when you create an assignment, so it shouldn't be a problem, but just double check that. I'm going to save and publish. Great, now my students would be able to access it if it was a real thing. I'm going to do the same thing down here in test, or in the project. Test project, do Friday, rate points, 172,000. Why not? It's a big project. Good, I'm going to publish that. Wonderful. Now I see that I have assignments in each of my different groups. Okay, and over here, those groups match Skyward exactly. Wonderful. So I'm going to go back to home, and over here in Canvas, I'm going to go to my grades now. Excellent. I've already put in a couple random goofy things, and I put it in a 2 for he did better than that on that assignment, but that's okay. This is just for that. So test assignment, let's go ahead and give everybody a 7. I like that number. Okay, and for the test project, you know what, we're just going to give everybody a default grade of 150,000. They worked really hard but didn't quite get all the points. Great, that's amazing. Set the default grade. Awesome. This way we'll have something to look at in Skyward and make sure it actually shows up. Okay, so apparently it didn't. I think it's because I added that comma. I don't know why I did that, being goofy. And Alexander's in. Oh, nope, he got a 78. Great. Awesome. So I've got some grades in my Canvas book, or my Canvas grade book now. I'm going to go up here in top left to Actions. I'm going to sync to Skyward to post grades. And again, when I do that, hopefully you'll see anything that you have marked or checked to sync to Skyward will show up that it is ready to post. I'm going to post the grades. And success! We have received your request to post grades. After the grades are processed, you should see them in your SIS gradebook. Again, if you get a red check at this point and it gives you an error, you need to screenshot that, and that way you will be able to let your building tech know exactly what the issue is, and then we can try to address the situation there. If we don't know exactly what the issue is, then we can't be as helpful. We can still troubleshoot, but it's much more helpful if we have the exact message given. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of that, and I'm going to come back over here and let's check out my gradebook and see if they posted. Hey, yep, they sure did. Well, one of them did. I wonder if it's because it's worth 172,000. That might be why it didn't send. That's interesting, but I'd imagine that's probably why. It didn't send through, but you see that the other assignment, the test assignment, it did go through. The other 3 went through as well. And test project. You know what, we can edit this and just make sure that we've done it all correctly so you guys can see that it does indeed work. Here I was trying to be goofy and I messed it up. Save that. Back to my grades. And this is good for those of you watching. Now you see what the process is to troubleshoot. Default grade. Everybody gets a 17. Overwrite. Congratulations. Everybody got all the points. Actions sync to Skyward. Post all the grades. Great success. And I'm going to go back in here and yep, there it is. Okay, I think it was the 172,000. Because there was a comma in that when I was sending it through, essentially what's happening is Canvas is sending this out in a comma separated value spreadsheet type of a thing, and then Skyward is importing it. So sometimes when we have things that have errant commas, that can mess things up. So I'd imagine that was the problem there. Again, hopefully this helped you set up your gradebook if you are using a points-only system. If you have any feedback about this video or there's anything else that you think would be helpful for you or your colleagues, please feel free to let me know. This is Matt Mindach at the high school. You can email me, let me know, and I'll try and make another video or just deal with you personally, specifically for your situation. Thank you guys for your time. Hopefully you have a great year.